Thank you for joining me today for this Proprioceptive Neuromuscular Facilitation stretching routine. If you'd like to increase the range of motion in your joints or increase movement of your joints, feel free to do this routine once every 2 days or 3 times a week. To increase athletic performance, perform this PNF routine after other exercise. If you're new to exercise, make sure to check with your doctor first. You'll need a towel or a stretchy band for this class and space to move comfortably. You're going to hold the stretch for 10 seconds and then push into that stretch, so we're flexing those muscles and then stretch again. Good, sitting up nice and straight and tall, your shoulders down and back, tilting your head to one side. If you want to use your hand to gently pull your head over a little bit more, keeping your core nice and straight, breathe with your belly and relax into the stretch. And then you're going to push your head into your hand, flexing the muscles along the side of your neck, holding that flex. Keep breathing. And relax and stretch, tilting your head a little farther. Keep your core nice and straight and tall, shoulders down and back. Flex and push into your hand again. And relax and stretch. And then turning your face down toward the floor, still tilted over to the side, using your hand again. So your nose is heading towards your armpit, keeping your core nice and strong, stretching down. And then flex, pushing your head into your hand. Breathing with your belly. Relax and stretch. Flex and push into your hand again. Good, and release, and then turning your face up toward the ceiling. So again, you're still tilted to the side, looking up toward the ceiling, your hand on your forehead if you want, stretching back comfortably, and then push into your hand, flexing those muscles in the front of your neck. Relax and stretch, keeping your core nice and centered. And pushing again, push your head into your hand, and relax. Good, and trading sides, so tilting your ear to your shoulder. Let your head stretch over, using your hand to pull if you like. Your body nice and straight, breathing with your belly, and then flexing, pushing your head into your hand. Hold that flex. Relax and stretch the side of your neck, tilting your ear a little closer to your shoulder. Good, and release. Turn your face down toward your armpit, so your nose is toward your armpit again. Letting your neck stretch along the back on one side, and then push your head into your hand, flexing along the side of that neck. Relax and stretch. Push, flexing, hold that flex. Relax and stretch. And then looking up toward the ceiling, still your head tilted to one side. Your hand on your forehead if you like. Let your body stretch, pushing your head into your hand again. So you're flexing the front of your neck on one side. Relax and stretch. Flex, pushing your head in your hand. Relax and stretch again. Good. Releasing up straight, putting both hands behind your head, tilting your chin down towards your chest. Now make sure you're not collapsing in on your throat, just tilting forward. And when you get a nice stretch, then push your head into your hands and flex the back of your neck. Relax and stretch down. Breathing with your belly. And then push your head into your hands. Relax and stretch again. Good. Release. Now we're going to tilt your chin up toward the ceiling. Now make sure your head isn't collapsing back, that your neck is nice and tall, your chin reaching up toward the ceiling. And if you'd like to use your hands under your chin to gently push upward, again, try not to tilt back, just an upward push, then use your chin to push into your hands, creating that flexion and tension in the front of your neck, holding that tension. Then relax, stretch your chin up higher toward the ceiling. Good, relaxing down. Turning your head to one side, you can use your hand to tilt your chin farther over towards your shoulder. Then push your chin into your hand. Relax and turn your head farther. Breathe with your belly. And trading sides, turning your head to the other side, using your hand to gently push it a little bit farther. And then push into your hand. Relax and stretch. And push again, pushing your chin into your hand, like you're trying to turn back towards center, but your hand won't let. And relax and stretch farther. Good, and releasing back to center, bring one arm across your body. You can adjust the height of your arm to whatever you like, but try to pull your shoulder back towards the back of you at the same time. When you find a nice stretch, push your arm into your other hand that's holding it still. And then stretch farther. You're going to keep your shoulder pushing back. You're stretching your arm across the front of your body. And then try to push your arm away from you, using your other arm to block it so it can't move away. Just flexing those muscles in the back of your arm. Stretching farther again. Good. Now lifting your arm up a little bit higher, we're going to do the same thing. So stretch as far as you can across. Then flex and push your arm into the other hand. Stretching, relax and stretch across. Good, your arm a little higher again. Stretching across. flex and push against that arm with the other hand. Stretch, relax, and stretch farther. Flex and push. Relax and stretch. Good, and trading arms. Starting with the other arm down a little lower, keeping your shoulder back, pulling your arm across in front of you. Find a nice stretch, and then push. Push that arm into the hand that's holding it still. Relax and stretch. Push. Relax and stretch. Lifting your arm a little bit higher, stretching across. Push. Strengthening the back of your shoulder. This will help with good posture. Relax and stretch. Push. Keep pushing. Relax and stretch. And lifting your arm up higher, stretching across. Just a little bit higher than it was before. And then push. Flexing the back of your shoulder. As you push your arm into your hand and stretch it, relax, and bring it across farther. Flex and push. Relax and stretch. Bring your arm closer to you. Good. Relaxing your shoulders, you can wiggle them out if you like. And then picking up your strap or your towel, we're going to take it behind us and stretch the front of our chest and the front of your arms. So take your arms over your head behind you, finding a nice place to stretch your chest, keeping your chest lifting up, and then flex. So you're pulling that towel or stretchy band apart, engaging the muscles in your chest, and then relax and stretch, bringing your hands closer together behind you. Keep your chest lifting up and flex again, pulling that band, towel, keep pulling it apart. Relax and stretch. Take your arms a little bit lower, so they're still behind you, but they go a little bit farther down. We'll do the same thing, so find a nice place to stretch. And then flex, pulling that band or towel apart. Hold that flex. Relax and stretch. Bringing your shoulders closer together at your backside, lifting your chest up nice and high. And then flex, pull the band apart again, nice and tight. Relax, take your shoulders closer together at the back, stretching your chest farther. And take your arms down a little bit lower. Doing the same thing, let your hands go as close together as you possibly can behind you. And then flex, stretching that band apart. Relax and stretch again. Letting your shoulder blades go closer together at your back. And then flex, pull that band apart. Engaging the muscles in front of your chest, arms. Relax and stretch one more time. Good, and then holding onto that strap still, we're going to bend our elbows. And you're going to rotate your arms like you're bringing your hands closer together, but keep your shoulders where they are. Keep your elbows tucked in by your sides. So your arms make an L shape. And then relax and rotate your hands out farther. Still keeping that L shape in your arms. Your upper arms glued to the side of your body as you rotate your hands out. And then pull your hands towards each other again. So strap or towel are behind your back. Right now you're trying to stretch it out again. Relax, take your hands back, your shoulder blades back, letting your chest open up. Good, and then bringing your hands up. So you're like a muscle man flexing your biceps. You have the strap behind your head, and we're going to rotate our hands down toward the floor. Engage those muscles in your arms like you're trying to take your hands toward the floor, but the strap's behind your head. And then rotate back the other way, taking your hands away from you. Your elbows tilting forward a little bit more. And then push. So you're bringing the strap towards your head. And then tilt the strap away from your head, stretching out. Keeping your chest up and open, nice and big. Breathing. Good, relax. And now we're going to stretch our tricep. So taking the strap behind your back, with your one elbow up in the air, the elbow pointing up toward the ceiling, the other hand down behind your back, by your low back. And adjusting the strap. You want to try to bring the arm by your head, the elbow back as far as you possibly can. The other hand that's down by your low back, try to take it across. And then we're going to pull that strap apart. So stretching one hand up toward the ceiling, the other one down towards the floor. Adjust your side. See if you want to tilt and stretch your side a little bit more. And then stretch again, taking your elbow back towards the back of your head. Flex, stretching that strap apart. You can see how shaky I am. Keep breathing. Relax and stretch. Good. Let's trade sides. So switching your hands. Bringing the other elbow up by your head. Let that elbow point up toward the ceiling. Taking your elbow back behind you as much as you can beside your head. And then stretch that strap, pull it apart. So your elbow, the hand of your elbow is reaching up toward the ceiling, the other hand reaching towards the floor. Relax and stretch, taking your elbow back by your head, behind your head as much as you can. Good. Relax and release that strap. And then turning onto your hands and knees. You can use a roller if you have one, resting your hands on blocks or just reaching them out in front. With your arms out as straight as you can, let your chest sink down towards the floor, but keeping your buttocks up nice and high and down puppy. And then you're going to push your arms into the floor and engage your arms, your belly, your sides. You should think of pulling your arms towards you, but you're not actually going to move them. Then relax and stretch your chest down towards the floor. Let your chest open. And pull again, pushing your hands into the floor. Think of pulling them towards you, just enough to engage the muscles in your arms and your chest and back. Relax and stretch. Breathe with your belly. Let your chest sink down. Nice. And then turning into a seated position, you can have a strap around your feet or towel with your legs out straight in front. And sitting up nice and straight and tall, tilting your belly forward. Try to take your belly toward your thighs as much as you can. Flexing your feet, use the strap to pull your feet closer to you. And then push your feet into the strap, bend your knees just a little bit to engage the muscles on the backs of your legs. Holding that tension. And relax and stretch. And it's okay if you want to stretch both legs at the same time or just one. Relax and stretching, and then flex. Push your foot into the strap, bend your knee just a little to engage the muscles on the back of your thigh. And then relax and stretch. Take your belly toward your thigh. Flex your foot more. And if you're doing just one leg, trade sides. Pushing your foot into the strap. Flex your knee a little so you're engaging those muscles on the back of your leg, your hamstring. Relax and stretch, taking your belly towards your thigh. And then bending your knee, flex, flexing your foot or pushing your foot into the strap. And relax and stretch again. Good. And if you're doing just one leg, you can try both now. So push both feet into strap, bend your knees a little, tilt your belly forward. Breathe with your belly and relax, and then push your feet into the strap, your hands bending your knees, flexing the muscles on the back of your thighs. And when you're ready, you can relax again. Good. Now we're going to stretch our upper back, so holding the strap or your feet, push your back away from your feet, stretching your arms and your upper back, and then flex. Try to bring your shoulders back. And then when you're ready, stretch your hands forward again, lifting your back up and away from you, stretching your upper back. Good, and then pull your shoulders back, tilting your belly forward still. And then stretching your upper back away from you. Let your back release, breathing into it. If you'd like to do that one more time, shoulders back and down. And then letting your shoulders go forward, lifting your upper back toward the ceiling. Good. Releasing the strap. We're going to take our legs out wide, putting the strap or towel around one foot. And this time we're going to turn our body, twisting, reaching overhead. So you can hold on to the strap with your top arm or your bottom arm, your choice. Or maybe one hand on each side of the strap or towel. letting your side open, letting it rotate as much as you comfortably can. It's okay if you can't go as far as me. You find that place that you get a nice stretch. And then pull on the strap with your upper arm, engaging the muscles in your side. And then relax and stretch farther. Breathing into your side, letting your body twist and tilt toward that leg. And then flex, pulling your arm towards your side, engaging the muscles in your side. Soften, stretch again. And then we're going to twist, so still stretching toward the same leg, but twist the other way. So you're facing away from your leg. Good. And then you can try to engage those muscles you're stretching by using the strap to pull away, like you're trying to turn back towards the center. Just don't let yourself turn all the way. Just enough to engage those muscles, and then relax and stretch them again, twisting away from your leg. You can also tilt towards your leg at the same time, and then stretch, twisting, trying to go back towards center, but just enough to engage those muscles in your side. And then relax and stretch. Twisting away from your leg. Good, and trading sides. Moving the strap to the other foot. We'll start twisting towards the center between your legs. Good. And then pull the strap. Flexing your foot, take your side toward your leg. So you're rotating, twisting your body, and tilting towards your leg at the same time. Breathe with your belly, keep flexing, and then relax down and stretch. Let your body soften when you stretch. And then again, pull on that strap and engage the muscles in your side, flexing nice and tight. Relax and stretch again. Try to take your side down closer to your leg. And then twisting the other way, so you're twisting away from your leg. Good, still tilting towards your belly. And then flex, like you're trying to twist back to center, but don't let yourself actually twist that far, just enough to engage the muscles. Relax and stretch, twisting away from your leg again. Tilting your belly down towards your thigh. Tighten those muscles. You're trying to twist back to center. Relax and twist. Good, releasing. Coming into the center. Now if your strap can reach around both feet, or you can grab onto your legs. And we're going to tilt our belly toward that space between our legs. Good. Try to find a comfortable position with your legs out as wide as they'll go. And then pull. So this time you're going to think of squeezing your legs towards each other and pulling your back up toward the ceiling. Breathe with your belly. Engage all those muscles that you're stretching. And then relax and take your belly toward the floor more. Maybe moving your legs out wider. Stretching down. Good. And then bringing the soles of your feet together. We're going to keep them out farther and not bring them in close yet. So if you want, you can put the towel or strap around your feet, using that to pull, but not yet. First, relax down, tilting your belly toward that space, letting your knees fall out wide. And when you find a good place, that's when you want to pull upward. So you can hold on to your legs or your feet to the strap and think of pulling away to tense those muscles. And then relax, tilt your belly forward and soften your back if you like, letting your knees fall down. And then pull again, pulling up and back. Engage the muscles in your legs, in your core, your back. And then soften, let your knees soften down, your belly softening downward. Breathe and relax. Good, and then sliding your feet in closer. Most of your knees are at 90-degree angles or a little bit less, and we'll do the same thing. You can use your elbows to push down on your legs, and then it's time to flex. You want to pull upward, engaging all those muscles. Then relax, take your belly toward your feet. Breathe, soften down. Good. Pull up on your feet, engaging all those muscles in your thighs. And relax, soften down. Good. And then pull your feet in as close as you can. Now this time, taking your hips towards your feet, your knees down, and if you have the space to tilt from your hips, taking your belly forward, then add a tilt of your belly as well. And pull up on your feet, pull up on your knees a little to engage the muscles in your inner thighs. Breathe with your belly. Then relax and stretch, let your knees fall outward, your belly tilting forward. Pulling up, flex, engaging all those muscles you were just stretching. Relax and stretch again. Nice. Bring your knees up, straightening one leg out. And cross the other leg over, and we're going to move into a twist. So sitting up nice and straight and tall, hug that knee toward the opposite shoulder, so that your right knee, you squeeze it toward your left shoulder and twist to look behind you. Keeping your chest lifting so your back is nice and straight. Your elbow can be on the back of your knee or hugging it, whichever way you want. Good. And you find a nice twist, and then use your muscles to push against that stretch. So you're engaging those muscles that you were twisting. I like to put my elbow on the back of my knee when I'm pushing, so pushing my elbow into the back of my knee, trying to turn back towards center. And then I put my hand down on my thigh as I twist farther, looking behind me more. Good, and let's try that on the other side. So bringing the other knee in. Your chest up nice and tall, so your back straight. Hug your knee across toward the opposite shoulder as far as you comfortably can. Twisting to look behind you. Then you can put your elbow on the outside of your knee, pushing your elbow into your knee as you try to twist back just enough to engage the muscles you were just stretching. Relax and twist farther. Breathe and relax into the twist. And then your elbow on the outside of the knee, push your elbow into your knee, twisting back towards center, enough to engage your muscles nice and tight. Relax and stretch, twisting behind you more. Good, and coming back to center. We're going to turn onto one side, bringing your heel to your buttock. And then you have a choice if you'd like to stay on your side, sliding your knee back as far as you can go. But try not to arch your back. Keep your core nice and strong and straight. Maybe putting a strap around your foot so you can pull your foot in closer. Good. And if that's easy and comfortable to do, you can try putting your foot on the floor. But it's okay to stay here, pushing your foot into the strap now, so you're flexing those muscles in front of your leg and your hip. Push, and then bring your foot in closer, maybe rolling onto your back now. And it's okay if you can't lie your back all the way down. Just go as far as you're comfortable going. You can put your other foot on top of your knee, And then when it's time to push, you're going to push your foot into the floor, pushing your knee up a little into your foot. You're squeezing those muscles in the front of your thigh and in front of your hip. Keep them nice and tight. And then relax and stretch, taking your knee back farther. If you're lying on your back, try to take your low back down towards the floor. Good. Let's try the other side. So again, maybe the strap around your foot. Bringing your heel in towards your buttock. Bring it in as close as you can and then push your foot into your hand or into the strap, flexing those muscles in the front of your thigh and the front of your hip. And then if you'd like to lean back on your foot to stretch, take your knee towards the floor or use your other foot as weight to bring it down. And then push again, flexing the front of your thigh and the front of your hip, maybe by pushing your knee into that other foot or into your foot into the strap. And then relax and stretch. Take your low back toward the floor if you're lying on your back. Flexing again if you like. Pushing your foot into the floor or into your hand. Relax and stretch. Breathing with your belly, sliding your knee back as far as it'll go. Good. And relaxing, we're going to take both arms out wide. And then tilt your knees to one side of your body. And it's okay to keep your knees together, or you can slide your top knee a little farther and use your hand to pull it down. Bringing your foot down towards the floor. And then push your leg into that hand. Or if you're using a strap, into the strap. Relax, bring your knee closer to the floor, and letting your hip and your low back stretch out. Pushing your knee into your hand or the strap. Engaging those muscles in your outer thigh, into your buttocks and your low back. And then soften them and let them stretch. And trading sides. Again, sliding your top leg a little bit closer, a little bit farther. Use your hand to bring it down. And you find a nice stretch. Push your knee, into your hand, so you're engaging your outer thigh, your buttock, and your low back muscles, nice and tight. And then relax them, let them stretch. Flex again. Push your knee into your hand. Keep your buttock tight and then let it relax. Letting your legs stretch across. Breathe with your belly. Nice, and then turning to your back, hugging both knees in. Bring them in as close as you comfortably can. If you need to take your knees out wider, that's okay. And then we're going to pushing your knees into your hands. Or again, it's okay to use the strap around your knees. You want to push away, engaging your buttocks and your low back again. And then relax, soften, pull your knees in closer, letting your buttocks and your low back stretch. And push your knees into your hands when you're ready. Squeeze your buttocks and your low back nice and tight. Hold that squeeze, and then relax. Bring your knees in. Let your buttocks and your back relax and stretch. Push one more time. Pushing your knees into your hands, squeezing your buttocks, squeezing your low back. Relax them, let them soften as you pull your knees in close. Good. And then setting one leg down the floor, stretching it out nice and straight, we're going to rotate the other leg and pull it in. So it's okay to use the strap around your lower calf. And you want one hand on the strap pulling your ankle towards you, your other hand on your outer thigh, pushing it out. And then when it's time to flex, you're going to be pushing your ankle away from you and pushing your thigh towards you. So it's like you're trying to bring your knee closer to you, tensing those muscles and rotating your knee towards you. And then relax those muscles, let your knee go out wider. Try to keep your other leg down towards the floor as much as you can, and hug your leg in. And then trading sides, again rotating your thigh, so you're pushing out on your thigh and in on your lower calf, close to your ankle. And then pushing into your hand or the strap with your ankle and trying to turn your knee closer towards you. And relax and stretch, pulling your leg closer to your body. And keep pushing your knee out away from you and your ankle in towards you. Flex again when you're ready, pushing your ankle away. Relax and pull your ankle closer to you. Good. Relax and stretch out if you want. And then we're going to turn onto our belly for a back bend. So be careful with your back, curling up into cobra as far as you're comfortable going. But it's okay to be down on your elbows and sphinx if that's more comfortable for your back. So once you find a nice stretch, then you're going to flex your abdomen and tighten the muscles in the front of your body like you're doing a plank on your knees. And then relax, softening your hips and your belly, letting your hips go closer to the floor. Try to keep your shoulders down and back away from your ears. And then tuck your belly in, squeezing your abs nice and tight. You feel like you can relax and stretch again. Or come onto your knees for a cat and cow. So taking your belly down into cow, let your back, your hips and your shoulders squeeze towards each other. And then take your back up high and squeeze the front of your hips and your shoulders towards each other. Your upper back stretching up. And then the other way again, your belly sagging down, your hips and your buttocks towards each other, nice and tight. Remember to keep breathing. Then stretch your back up. Bring the front of your shoulders and your chest towards your hips at the front. Your belly tucked up. Good. Alternating. Your belly sagging down, shoulders going towards your buttocks. Breathing. Stretch your back up high. Good. Your shoulders at the front going towards your legs. Excellent. And try taking your belly down towards the floor again. Good. Squeeze your buttocks nice and tight. Your shoulders down and back. Good. And then flex your abdomen in front of your thighs and in front of your hips. Keep them squeezing and then soften, taking your hips towards the floor, your shoulders down and back, let your chest lift out in front as much as you can. Good, and then flex just a little, so you're lifting your hips just a little, engaging your abdomen, in the front of your hips. Relax your hips and your belly, stretching down, your shoulders back. Good, and then back onto your hands and knees. We're going to rest in child's pose for a moment. So your knees together or wide apart, your arms wherever you want them to be. Breathe with your belly into your low back. Let your body soften and relax. And then we're going to stretch our wrists. So sitting up nice and straight, you can sit on your heels if that's comfortable, and that will help you be able to stretch better. Good, so with your palms on the floor, your fingers pointing towards your knees, you're going to stretch the underside of your forearms by leaning back. And once you find a nice place to stretch, you can wiggle your legs back farther if you need to, and then push your hands into the floor, pushing your fingers, your thumbs, your palms down into the floor. like you're trying to curl your fingers. And then relax and stretch back farther, so wiggling back farther if you need to. Deepening that stretch in your forearms. Good, and then turning your hands over so the backs of your hands are on the floor, your fingers pointing towards you again. And then you can sit back on your heels, stretching the top of your forearms and the back of your hands. And push the backs of your hands into the floor. Push your fingers and your thumbs into the floor. And then stretching back forward farther, try to keep the backs of your hands, your fingers and thumb on the floor, nice and flat. Good, and release, shake out your hands, and we're done. I hope you feel good. So thank you for joining me. If you find any stiffness in your muscles after this, then apply heat. If you have any pain, discontinue the exercises in the painful part of your body and seek medical attention as soon as possible. For more classes, please check the description below. To support me, please consider visiting my Society 6 page, or where I have my art that you see on the walls available for sale, or subscribe to follow for more videos. So special thanks to my husband Kirk, my daughter Alyssa, for their love and support, and in loving memory of my 2 boys, Dare and Sage. I dare you to persevere. Thank you.